Kansas City property owners, wear and tear versus tenant damage, understanding the difference. One of the most common questions during move-out is, what actually counts as normal wear and tear, and what's considered damage? And honestly, it's not always as straightforward as people expect. A lot of residents assume that if something happened naturally while living in the home, it automatically falls under normal wear and tear. But in some situations, the condition of the property may go beyond what's typically expected from everyday use. Understanding the difference can help make move-out expectations much clearer from the start. What is normal wear and tear? Normal wear and tear refers to the gradual aging that naturally happens in a property over time from ordinary day-to-day living. Even in a well-maintained home, some signs of use are expected. As people move through the space, use appliances, open doors, and live in the home every day, small changes naturally occur over the course of a lease. Examples of normal wear and tear may include minor scuff marks on walls, small nail holes from hanging pictures, carpet wearing down in high-traffic areas, slight fading of paint or flooring over time, loose handles or hardware from regular use. These types of conditions are generally associated with normal occupancy rather than neglect or misuse. The length of the tenancy can also make a difference. A home occupied for several years will naturally show more signs of everyday use than one occupied for only a short period of time. What is considered tenant damage? Tenant damage is usually something that goes beyond normal everyday living and requires more significant repair or replacement. In many cases, the difference comes down to the severity of the issue and whether the condition could reasonably have been prevented. For example, a few light wall marks are very different from large holes in drywall. Normal carpet wear is different from heavy stains, burns, or rips. Minor cleaning needs are different from excessive trash or neglected conditions. Everyday use is different from broken fixtures or unauthorized alterations. Damage is often evaluated based on the overall condition of the property, the lease terms, and the specific circumstances surrounding the issue. Why the difference can be unclear? Part of the reason this topic creates confusion is because there is not always a perfectly defined line between wear and tear and damage. Two homes may have similar issues but very different circumstances behind them. The amount of time someone lived in the property, the condition at move-in, and the extent of the issue can all play a role in how something is assessed. That's why move-out evaluations are typically reviewed individually rather than treated exactly the same in every situation. Why documentation matters? Because every move-out situation is different, documentation plays an important role throughout the process. Photos, inspection notes, maintenance history, and lease documentation all help create a clearer understanding of the property's condition over time. Having that information available helps reduce misunderstandings and provides more transparency for both residents and property owners when questions come up during move-out. At the end of the day, understanding the difference between normal wear and tear and tenant damage helps create more realistic expectations for everyone involved. When expectations are clearer from the beginning, the move-out process tends to feel much smoother and far less stressful. At MyKC.rentals, we believe clear communication and proper documentation help make that possible. Visit MyKC.rentals to learn more.